Peace family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do was to talk to my chosen ones about knowing what season you are in, you know what I'm saying? So what basically brought me to this subject today was just this weather is changing, it's breaking. It's already been going back and forth, whether they've been using their HARP equipment, machinery shit on us or not. You know what I'm saying? The weather is breaking. It's getting time for the seasons to change. You know, and I was just thinking while I was riding yesterday, going out to another location to film, that as I was leaving out my area, I was seeing the university kids all celebrating St. Patrick's Day, holiday that's not even theirs, but everybody still celebrating. This fucking Western world is so fucking witchy. But just leaving out and looking past them celebrating this green shit, I just intake the vessels, just kind of enjoying life. So me taking this perception and the weather being nice, it kind of make me kind of almost want to go out and start doing something more fun and more adventurous and a little bit more than what I would normally be doing. But as I got out of the area where most of the students are bulked in at and I'm getting along my ride, I realized that I'm still in grind mode right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in my winter season. I'm not in my spring and summer season. So I have to get to a space and understand that it's okay for other entities and other beings around me to enjoy their summertime, enjoy their springtime, you know what I'm saying? And me understand that I'm in my fall winter season, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in my spring summer season where I should be out here doing extra shit right now, you know what I'm saying? The season that I'm personally in, I'm still harvesting these crops, you know what I'm saying? I'm still harvesting them. So for me to leave my crops now to go tend to the sun and to tend to fun, when I came back to my crops, they wouldn't be where I would like them to be at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure some of them have been died out. So, understanding what season you are in spiritually. We have 4 seasons that we spend through out here in this 3D physical world. You know what I'm saying? And we say it's once a year. But spiritually, I feel like if you look at us spiritually in those seasons, just using those 4, we spin through those 4 cycles way more often than how they would correlate it with the outside physical world and how those 4 seasons work. So saying that you could possibly experience all 4 seasons multiple times in a matter of one physical month, you know what I'm saying? And I know that the time physically isn't linear to the time spiritually, but you have to kind of try to make some correlations between the two. So just understanding that it's okay to have other beings around you that's enjoying themselves right now, because we don't know what they was in or what they was going through in the process of their fall winter season. Some skip that shit, but that's not none of our business, you know what I'm saying? I'm just only acknowledging what we can see and visualize in front of us and what we can feel around us. So if you in your spring season and in your summer season and you got people around you that's in their fall winter season, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful that you're not always going to be in your spring summer season, you know what I'm saying? So you want to try to enjoy your spring summer season as much as you possibly can, but still being able to help them, you know, maneuver or function or whatever, however you access and help them with their energy in that time span while they're in their fall and winter season, you know what I'm saying? Because we all still integrated out here, we all still correlated, we all still engaging with each other on a daily basis, you know what I'm saying? So I could call up one of my associates, you know what I'm saying? He might be in his spring season, you know what I'm saying? Everything is starting to bloom and pick up for him. But for me, on the other end of the spectrum, shit, I just put down these new crops, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta keep an eye on these joints. Like, I ain't even about to leave this farm nowhere, no time soon, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure everything is right for when this season come back around next year. The seasons are continuously cycling, so we have to continuously be prepared and be preparing our own inner cycles. You know what I'm saying? So I seen one of my commenters, he had mentioned about how he pre-planned his steps ahead because he done ran into so many encounters and situations, and this was like, I think, correlated with the chess video. But that's extremely smart. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because you're never going to be up forever, and you're never going to be down forever. So you have to correlate and try to make you have to try to make more sense and set something. I like to do the 5 P's. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Proper planning prevents poor performance. So some of us was explaining this shit in school, some of us wasn't, some of us were just taught throughout life. You know what I'm saying? But when I started doing this, and I'll give it from a downward angle and then I'll give it from an upward angle. But from a downward angle, I already knew when I started music producing and how I was doing things that eventually it's going to reach a lot of people. And for me, I knew even being down here, when it was going to be in that space, I had to visualize it. So when I visualized it already happened. Once it did start reaching a bunch of people, because my Tatiana beat, that one got 1.3 million views, but it was like a lot of fucking witchy celebrities and shit that he used to shit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I already knew that how I was going to manage my energy with all the engagement and the attention and attraction coming in. Because some people don't prepare for these seasons, and then it gets harder for you to manage when you're in one of these seasons. So for me, when that shit hit, when I was just down here in my winter season and then it just shot me straight up to my goddamn summer season, I was prepared. Because I was already visualizing me already having all these engagements and interactions with other people and other beings. So when it actually happened, it was easier for me to be able to even weed out the weird witchy shit that comes in between them. Because like I said before, when you're chosen, we don't just attract what we are. We attract everything. The people who attract what they are is the lower vibrational things, because they don't attract anything higher vibrational. Some of them do, just based on their vicinity, and I mean, they're not even attracting it, it's just based on their vicinity, so they have other high vibrational beings around them. But that was from a downward perspective, and even being up from an upward perspective downward. When I started doing this with the Godcast and mixing these, everything was flowing. But then you have a time to where shit stop flowing. You start having shit happening with my fucking camera, shit happening with my phone, shit happening with my car. Everything just fucking started trickling all the way down, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like trickling down, but it was like a lot of fucking in the way shit that was happening. But for me, I already knew that I'm not going to be able to be up here in this space forever. Not saying being up here doesn't have nothing to do with having all the money in the world. It's more so being on a very higher place spiritually. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get all the money in the world to be having your prime season. You know what I'm saying? It just has to do with how you're feeling and vibrating and the energy you're putting out and giving out to the universe. But I prepared myself for that as well. So when these things started happening, I already had plan B's and plan C's already in line. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that bad when it started happening. But it's no different than, you know, boxing or fighting or something. Like, somebody hit you, you still gonna feel it. It doesn't matter if you tough. I'm a pretty tough motherfucker. But if somebody hit me, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna feel it. It's levels on how much it's gonna hurt. But yeah, I'm still gonna feel that shit. Not saying I'm gonna fire your ass up, but I'm still gonna feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the reality of things. Our feelings is what connects us to this universe. Our feelings connects us. Without your feelings, you kind of just like a lost soul running around out here, and we see that a lot already. You know what I'm saying? So know what season you in. Know what season you in. If you ain't in spring season and summer season, don't be fucking living life, enjoying it, and like over splurging things that you know you shouldn't be doing, or being excessive in areas where you shouldn't be excessive at, because that's not your season right now. You have to allow these other beings and the entities to enjoy theirs. You know what I'm saying? And you keep grinding through your fall winter season, and then vice versa. When you're up and you're in your spring and summer seasons, you know what I'm saying? You live life to the fullest. That's when you trust the unknown even more. That's when you learn to let go and to relax more and trust the universe. This is your season. It's your time. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a while to get to that space to understand that. But once I did, everything flowed way much smoother. You know what I'm saying? Way more smoother. So I just wanted to drop something slight down there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tap into everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.